Welcome to our Stonefield query presentation. In this demonstration, I will show you how to use the Advanced Report Designer to add fields to a report, in the case where you cannot add them using Step 2 of the Quick Report Wizard. When you use the Advanced Report Designer to modify the layout for a report, the layout becomes static and can no longer be modified using Step 2 of the Quick Report Wizard. However, you may find yourself wanting to add fields to such a report, and in this case, you must use the Advanced Report Designer. The first step to doing this is to edit the report we want to add a field to by selecting it from the list of available reports in the Reports Explorer interface and hitting the Edit button. Doing this brings up the 6-step wizard-based interface that we use to create the report. Normally, we can use this wizard to modify any of the settings we specified when originally creating the report, except in the case where we have used the Advanced Report Designer to specify an advanced layout. You will notice that when I hit the Next button to move to Step 2 of the wizard, that I cannot use any of the available options on this step for the reasons that I mentioned previously. If I want to make any of the changes that are normally available in Step 2, I must do them in the Advanced Report Designer. I will hit the Next button to advance to Step 5, where I can access the Advanced Report Designer. Once in Step 5 of the Quick Report Wizard, I can click the Edit button in the bottom right-hand corner to enter the Advanced Report Designer. Once you do this, you are presented with a band-based editor with which you can modify the report. The editor is called band-based because the layout of the report is broken up into bands. For the example I am working with today, the report has 6 bands. The page header band contains all the information that will appear at the top of each page, while the summary band contains all of the information that will appear at the end of the report. Additionally, the detail band contains the information that I want to appear for each detail record on the report. The report I am currently working on is a sales report, but it is missing a key piece of information, which is the amount of the sale. The first step in adding this information in is to add a new field to the report layout. This is done with the New Field tool on the toolbar. The New Field tool has the characters AB pipe on the icon. The New Field tool is located to the right of the New Label tool, which has an uppercase A on the icon. With this tool selected, I can drag a new field on the report and make it any size I like. If I am not happy about the dimensions, I can change them at a later time. As soon as I finish dragging the new field onto the report and let go of the mouse button, a dialog for the properties of the new field appears. The next step is to enter the expression builder for the new field's expression, and I do this by clicking the ellipsis button beside the expression box. There are a number of different expressions I can enter to determine the output for a particular field. Using the controls on the left, I can select a table and field from my database for this field to display. If I want this field to be a calculated field, I can also use the list of commonly used expressions or functions on the right. Since the amount I want to display on the report is a field already in my database, I will simply add it to the expression. I do this by selecting the Order Details table from the Table drop-down box. Then, I double-click the amount field to add it to the expression. Once I do this, I can click OK to exit the expression builder, and then OK again to exit the field's properties. This will add the new amount field to the report. Notice that a label for this new field is automatically added to the top of the report in the page header. If I want to change the label for this field, I can do so by editing the new field in the page header and changing the value just inside the quotations. For example, I could call this field Sale Amount instead of just Amount. When I am finished with the changes, I can close the Advanced Report Designer and the changes I have made will be saved by clicking Yes when I am asked. When I preview this report, you will notice that the field that I have added is displayed on the report. When I have finished with all the changes I would like to make to the report, I can close the Quick Report Wizard by clicking the Finish button. That is all there is to adding a field using the Advanced Report Designer. For additional information on creating, customizing, or outputting Stonefield Query reports, please visit our website at www.stonefieldquery.com.